Mandawe. I'm here in case someone with Mandawe spirits might need advice. Mandawe, Morena, Mandawe. Hope you're well today. We are here and to try to talk to each other, to see how we can help each other on the spiritual path. Hope you're feeling well today on this beautiful Sunday. And don't mind me with what I'm doing. I'm just trying to keep myself busy while waiting. I'm watching you wearing my black and white jetty. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Black and white and jetty, very strong. So you're learning a lot in that with black and white. And yes, I'm wearing the green and white today. And yes, all the colors of the black and white and jetty with my things, isn't it? And yes. Yes, we're here to feed the Mandawe spirits. I hope you're feeding yours as well. The black and white and jetty is hectic. Is hectic. Ooh, it's hectic. I guess all the colors are hectic, but woo, black and white is something, eh? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We learned a lot from Mandawe spirits. And oh yes, it's been a long time since I've put this, isn't it? So I thought I should do this today since I have time. Yes. So yes, Mandawe spirits. Well, I don't have to explain yet, but I'm just waiting around for a little bit just to see if we get more company, and then we can talk about Mandawe spirits and their messages. And don't mind me with me just doing this. I'm keeping myself busy while waiting around. With the light. All right. Okay. And Dawe Shelly. I think that's Shelly, isn't it? Let's see. I'm using computer today to read your message. Shelly. Okay. Why people are afraid of the black and white jet? Yeah, the looks people give me when wearing it is hectic. Yes, black and white is hectic. I mean, if you were to be using it in the way that is supposed to be used, you know, you won't be playing around. You'll be like very, very direct and, you know, like serious about things and not playing around. Not like some of us, we wear the black and white injeti just for decoration sometimes. But when you're wearing it for its purpose, you know, when you're talking, people really do pay attention. I'm talking about when you've got that spirit in operation, when it's working through you. You know, you won't be, if people are used to you laughing around, have that black and white injeti and the spirit working through you, people will see the difference, right? So it's like you can't tell, you can't tell. It's like it's difficult, especially when you're working with someone with black and white injeti. If their Mandawe, the spirit that comes with the black and white injeti comes through, like they are in operation. Even you dealing with that person, it can be hectic because you have to turn yourself as well to that bit. Like you have to formalize yourself in a way. Remember, some people are not like me, and some people are just like in that way. They're serious about things in everyday life, so they don't have like some days they're like laughing. Some days they're like serious. Some with it black and jet, when you're wearing it and the spirit comes through, you'll see the difference. You see the difference. I mean, there's no playing around there. To be like what we call, you know, like it is hectic. If you see someone, well, you have it, so you must know how it feels like when the spirit is inoperative. That week, when the spirit is there, if they're giving you messages, even you know, the way you do your things is serious. It's serious. It's very hard because when you have that spirit and people don't know how to deal with you around that spirit, can be difficult for you and them, right? Can be difficult for you and them because that spirit is like no nonsense kind of spirit, yeah. We are not joking around here. We're gonna be serious with each other, right? This is how I think about things. This is how I see things, and you listen to people properly when they're talking. And nonsense, you say it like you tell them that what they're saying, they're sprouting out things that don't make sense, and you actually the honesty that comes out of you when the spirit is inoperative, it can be too much. It can be too much. That is the black and white inject. It's like the spirit of Msabalazo. And not Msabalazo just because there's lack of the people having paid you the amount that you needed. But like we are here for what we believe should be the right thing. And we are not coming out of this place until we are ahead and you understand where we stand. And we're not gonna listen to your excuses, kind of thing. Like if you were talking, let me put it properly in a relationship. Like it is like that's whether you're in a relationship with the black and white spirit in jet. It is like the person that is like direct, and they're not gonna be like begging you for things that they don't need to beg for, right? If it is there and it's meant to be shared, it's supposed to be shared. And if it is there and it is known that, okay, I'm gonna go too far because now I'm thinking relationship wise, and some people might start thinking about in different ways. And the way Karabo, what does it mean to dream of being pregnant and being told who the father is? So who's the father? Who's the father, Karabo? Let us know who's the father so then we can talk to you properly. It's very difficult to talk to someone without actually understanding the whole thing. So who is the father? Because you were told who the father is. So who is the father to you? All right. Being pregnant is a beautiful thing, isn't it? Bringing a new life into this, this place. All right, someone you know. You know in what way? Someone you know in what way? Your relation with them. Okay, that is Murana saying, yo, my neighbor is a Sangoma and she knows I'm a Gedla and she's afraid, but after seeing me with black and white in jet, she disappeared. It's like she runs away whenever I'm close. Please stop going out and scaring people out there. When people want to just be themselves, living their lives as they're supposed to. It's very difficult. I wore my black and white njeti and I went to a function somewhere and I was wearing it just because it was just there. I just took it, put it on, because I thought I'm just gonna wear Mandawe cloth. It's nearby and I like the color. And I went to that function. And when I got there, when I was seeing things that were not happening, my spirit was so badly affected, like affected in a way that I couldn't sit around. I have to express myself. And it was not like where you're saying I'm gonna go and express myself, because some things when you're seeing that they are wrong, you go and express yourself. It's like you feel like, like that expression where it comes deeply from spirit, where you feel like your throat chakra starts to heat up, where the spirit is like is trying to be expressive. You feel that beat when you're about to trance, right? But you feel it like your spirit is feeling like something has to be said about this. It's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Right? It's not right. And you're thinking, I shouldn't be like this. I should be decent and not be like that. But how do I even express myself here? Like, I don't want to look like I'm like I know it all kind of thing. When I'm saying know it all, it's like some settings when we are in other places, we don't want to be like, you don't want to be seen, but you're seen, right? You want to blend in with others. But with what was happening there, my spirit wasn't allowing me. I started sensing that something has to be said, and it is the black and white indeed. So it has to be worn when you feel like it has to be worn in the right place. Because sometimes we just put things like what I've just put in now. We just put things because obviously I want green, black and white today and stuff like that. But then when that spirit comes in, the way you express yourself start being different. Actually, talking about that, I have to wear my brown and JT because I think that's what I need to wear now. Now that I feel that I need to express myself properly, because Karabo there, I need to wear my brown JT. Just give me a sec. I need to change this into brown. Hey. Okay. Oh, I've actually forgot I'm wearing the black and white, the black and white injeti inside. Oh, so you were seeing that. I forgot that. I forgot that I covered myself with the black and white injeti inside. Okay. I'm gonna wear this so I can talk properly, right? Because I was expressing myself and with the question that Karabo is asking. Now this is my color, the Nebunijit, that is nicely activated so I can talk properly to people. All right. Oh, guys, you should tell me when you can see that the it is not what they call it. The network is not working properly. Then you should be telling me that I don't look all right. That something is going on there. You cannot see me properly. How is it now? How am I appearing? Are you seeing me properly? Because here was like freezing. Okay, now I can see I'm looking all right. I'm appearing as I'm supposed to. Let me take this off. So I need to do this. All right. We were talking to Moreno with the black and white indeed. Yes, black and white in JT, yes, it's very special. And when it comes to it, you really have to be proper out there. It's different from other JT colors because with it, you are more expressive, like expressive, like to the extent that to others it might look like you're becoming a nuisance. Because when you see things that are happening around you that are not right, and unlike the other Njeti colors, your type of mndawu spirit will really want to be expressive and they wouldn't let you lie down. You have to be expressive right then, right? In Sutu, metaphorically, you might say that you become like a like you're possessed, right? Like by that spirit that demands the right things at all times. All our spirits are like that, but with the black and white in JT, it's very difficult. It's different. It's different. It's no nonsense kind of spirit, and really no nonsense if that spirit is inoperative. So you really do things that for others they'll be scared to do, but with you, you'll do them. Anyway, I have to change this. And put the other lipstick, the brown one. I don't like this one. Not that I don't like it, but it's appearing there the way I don't like it to appear. Anyway, yes, that is just the black and white indeed. So we're talking to Karabo now. Karabo is talking about getting pregnant, and in the dream they say someone that she knows. And I ask, who is this person that you know? How are you related to them? And what did Karabo say? We are not dating, but have a thing. He is in a relationship with someone else and doesn't say. Seems like he cannot be with me because of that, and maybe something else. We connect spiritually. Okay, connection spiritually is different. If your ancestors connect you with someone, a physical living person, and they connect you with them spiritually, where it becomes Lerato Lamoya, that is different. So everything will happen with that person. Spiritual, I mean, they will happen with that person. So that person will be used to train you, to put you in the right, to put you to the beat where your ancestors want you. Meaning that in the dream state, I'm talking about spiritual Ratula Moya, spiritual partner, right? Meaning that if your ancestors are telling you that you are at the stage where you are pregnant, spiritually, metaphorically, pregnant. So that means they will show you that you get pregnant. That is different with that one. It's different. It's different. Remember that every person plays a role with our ancestors. So they'll use people to try to give you the message. They'll use people to tell you the message, meaning that sometimes you are intimate with someone. So the message there is that you are becoming close in that kind of, as an intimacy kind of thing, metaphorical with someone. Now, being pregnant, that means there is something brewing with that particular person. But then it depends what is happening with you. But if it is real life versus spiritual life, that is different. So we'll have to go deep to see if your ancestors are showing that person in a positive way or they're showing that person in a negative way. Now, if they're showing that person in a positive way, you'll know in the dream, wherever they appear, that your ancestors will use that person to positively tell you what is happening in your spiritual path. Meaning that positively you are pregnant at this stage, meaning that you've got something brewing at this stage. Then they use that person, meaning that it is that kind of familiarity to you in the ancestral realm kind of thing. They're showing that you are at this stage with this person. But if they're using it negatively, then you'll know even in the dream that when they were telling you that you are pregnant and it's that person who's made you pregnant, you'll know in the dream that it didn't feel right. It came to you in a negative way, like when they became aware of that message, you were not happy in the dream. So it was being shown to you negatively in the dream state. So that means whatever that you're doing outside with that person is being looked negatively spiritually by your people. So it depends. You have to try to understand how they appear in your dream, and when they appear, wherever they're giving, when they're giving you a message, it is a positive message, or when they're giving you a message, it is a negative message. Meaning that it's not looked, even you, when you're hearing them, you don't look at it in a positive way. So that is different. Anyway, okay, let me start properly, because I started with me doing my hair, and yes, so let me just get myself properly spiritually here so I can talk to you properly. Mndawu, the gogos and the mkhulus, the mkhulus and the kukus out there, and your ancestors in the background and your spirit in the background, welcome to today's session where we will be helping each other so that we grow spiritually. We can understand them and their messages and instructions, and then we can use them to better ourselves physically. So yes, welcome to today's live session. We are using Mandawe spirits, the water spirits, to guide us. Okay, so who is there afterwards? Okay. Someone disappeared because people are wearing black and white in jade. Tuso is saying, may I please ask those the Mandawe spirit makes your stomach has sounds. I was confirmed to have the Mandawe spirit, and my stomach often makes sounds. Is it normal or not? Is it possible to have two Mandawe spirits? Yes, it is possible to have 2, 3, 4, or 5 or 6 Mandawe, different types of Mandawe spirits. Now, how you know that you've got different types of Mandawe spirits is their Njeti ancestral cloth. Each color of the ancestral Njeti cloth is got a type. So meaning that Green is one type Mandawe spirit. Maroon is two type Mandawe spirit, if you've got those two. Now, if you're adding blue, that means you've got three types Mandawe spirits. If you're adding yellow, that means you've got four types Mandawe spirits. They all come with their messages. They all come with their gifts to you, the human being. So all of them, they bring different kind of message. Even their dreams, they are different, but sometimes they can use one dream to bring the message from all of them, all their types. Now, sometimes with Mandawe spirits is that we align with them in different places, meaning that you'll find that you have different types of Mandawe, or you have one Mandawe spirit, whereby you might have the same Meru Njeti ancestral growth, and you'll find that you find more energy when you're around the water. Unlike someone else who goes and find energy around when they are by the mountain, or they are somewhere else, like in a cave, or somewhere else where there is somewhere different than what you're used to. So that is why you'll find that others will say mndawu of the mountain, mndawu of the river, mndawu of that, mndawu of that. But when you have Meru Njeti ancestral cloth, because they teach you about a lot of different things, you'll find that you'll be shown a lot of mountains, you'll be shown a lot of rivers, different kind of water bodies. You'll be shown different kinds of things that you might misinterpret it as if it is Mandawe of the mountain, but they show that because they are teaching you about nature, different kinds of nature, and how they affect us and how we're supposed to look at them. They are teaching with those. Now, when it comes to the different types of Mandawe spirits, it means that when you have the Meru Njeti, they will come with their teachings, right? So they'll teach you about nature. When you have the black and white Mandawe Njeti color as well, that means they'll teach you about what they stand for, the rights, justice kind of thing, standing for what is right kind of thing. It's more like they go political. Actually, they can be deep politically when they're talking about things that are affecting people. Like they literally, you'll find a lot of people like that. They'll be more focused into politics with the black and white Njeti. And then you'll find that with the green Njeti, it's more the teaching of, it comes in as a fertility, more of like they teach us about how things were like, the early stages of things, the early stages of life, the early stages of developmental stages in life, as in not with human beings only, with animals, with plants, different things, different people, different beings. So, and how we adapt to change when we're changing. So, but they are more into the early developmental stages of things, like how people used to live before, how people used to live after this. It's like eras, different kind of eras, but the early developmental stages of those new lives, so different new adaptation to new things and stuff like that. And then when they're teaching you about that as well, what they will do, they will show you what is happening now and what has happened before, and then what we can use with what is happening now, what we can use when we're looking at how things used to be and how things are like now. So they can all use all those different types to bring one dream with everything in it. Now, when it comes to blue Njeti as well, they'll teach you about things. It's more to do with protection, and it's the highest form of protection. I don't know much about the blue Njeti as in detail, but when they're teaching you about it, when they're showing it to you, you need to wear it. Whenever that they need you to wear it, you need to wear it. But they'll teach you about it. Even yellow, they will teach you about it and how you're supposed to wear it, and whatever that they'll be teaching you and stuff, they'll teach you about that. That is the different types of Mandawe. Okay, so where were we? Gosh, I think I was too fast, wasn't I? I'm like fast at the beginning, and then I relax. You bear with me. If you don't hear me, please ask me so I can repeat myself. I'm happy. This is the day when I love repeating myself. So you'll find me repeating myself a lot. I love it. Anyway, so I was answering Tuso, Okay, Morena saying it's all right now. Okay. Ever since I raised the power of mndawu, and anyone's what? Everyone's spiritual with spiritual gift wants to date. Ella, we are not talking here. We are not going dating. People attracting people because they are running with the spirits, with the water spirits. Now we're gonna hear a lot of beautiful things. It is about that time where Jolo is becoming rife in the spiritual side of things. Anyway, what is happening there? Every girl wants to date me. Even the children of witches want to date me. Like my Sangoma neighbor is doing stuff to force me to date her child. And Morena is enjoying the attention. Okay, people's glosses literally offer me their daughters on a silver platter. Hey, man, we're gonna hear things here. The things that we hear at night when it is dark and no one is watching you. You can actually listen properly without being judged. Hey, man, things are happening here. What's happening here? Things have been given on a silver platter. It's not even gold. It's silver. It's serious stuff here. Anyway, what's happening there? What's happening? Some even gosh, this computer is different, isn't it? I have to do it like this so I can see what I'm reading there. Hey, but I prefer a phone. It's different with a computer. What is happening? What did you say? Even the children of witches want to date me, like my Sangoma neighbor is doing stuff to force me to date a child. People's girls literally offer me their daughters on a silver platter. Some even goes as far as calling me what their son-in-law, while I'm not even dating their daughters. Please stop lying now. You love it. You love the attention. Now glosses are and these glosses are not like just trying for you to date their daughters. They're trying to build relations with you. They're trying to exchange knowledge with you. Whether you're thinking about Mujolo and other stuff, ancestors, they're just trying to say, please be aligned with our children here, because there might be something that you might share with them, which is spiritual. You might make them think the proper spiritual way. And you, Morena, are thinking about other stuff that when men are faced with. We're gonna hear things here. What's happening there? We're gonna hear things. It's Sunday. Some of us, we are in church. We really want to feel that we are in church. When we hear things about this, some of us, we are suckers. We are suckers for Jolo stuff. Anyway, Karama is saying, yes, I noticed that is being used to elevate and teach me about spirituality. He was with me when I went into my first trance and all other 3 times. Okay, no one has seen me like that. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm wondering what else is expected from him, because they can see he's taken in the physical realm. Physical, we already have children with other people and don't want anyone's children. Then if ancestors are using him like that, if it is Lerato Lamoya type, metaphorically speaking, and here it is me being honest with you, Karamo. If your ancestors are using that person as your spiritual partner, that means, and I'm metaphorical here, you're metaphorically fucked, because you're gonna go through things that people don't want to go through. If he's that deeply involved in your spiritual path, you're gonna have to forget about the spiritual bit of things and just be guided in the dreams. Because if you focus about the spiritual bit of things, you might get confused and you're gonna be coming here on the live session when I'm doing Baratani Bamoya session. You'll be there crying, and I'll be having to give you like those tissues, because you'll be so confused with what is actually real and what is spiritual, meaning what is physical and what is spiritual. If they're using him, if your ancestors are using a woman, if you're a man, or they're using a man, if you're a woman, as your spiritual partner, meaning that your soul partner, meaning that Lerato Lamoya in the dream or even physically, to help you grow spiritually. We're talking about physical fragment there. We're just gonna have to say welcome to the tribal factum, right? Because that is where you know that spirituality, it's hectic. That one, you know that spirituality is hectic. Yes, they'll use them. Whether you're married, whether you've got children, whether they've got your partners, whether you don't have partner, whether you're single or not, if your ancestors decide to use one particular person for your spiritual growth, I'm telling you, that one is hectic. Is hectic. It's very, very. That one. That's why I tend to do live session for that one on its own, because we will be welcoming those who are just new and those who have been in that Factum empire run by the ancestor spirits and guides, which is not good. It's very good, but hey, it's hectic, that one. When you want to understand about spirituality bit and the meaning of waves, as in the sea waves, that is when you understand that when ancestors are saying you're going through the waves, meaning that you're going through the motions, that's when they use those people. Meaning that, like what you're saying, the spiritually, yes, they'll open all the chakras, they'll make you trance, they'll make you do everything. You'll start speaking the languages that you didn't even know exist in spiritual terms. Because they open every track, you know, all the gates that are open. These people, they will come, they'll go ahead and open them so you can go past. And then during that walking through those tracks, you'll be running behind them, trying to understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling with them being too far away from you. But you can see that they are too far. But how come you're still feeling the way you're feeling? That one is hectic. I don't even want to lie to you. I can't lie to you, that one. And such, that is when even me, if I'm with you in the Ndumba, and the moment that I see that is happening, I have to take my beads off and take my ancestral cloth off and just be honest. That I literally use the language that you don't hear people using, because they can be hectic, right? Like, why are you using this? I respected you that much. Why are you using this kind of language? I thought you were like decent, because I'll start being honest. Like, honest as in physical, in the physical sense of things. I wouldn't even want to metaphorize it. I'll just be logicalizing it, like using the language that is on the street language. Because if ancestors, they make you meet Lerato Lamoya, that means they'll put you on the street. You start speaking the street language, right? Like you start knowing how to mingle everywhere. Every environment you'll be able to be in it. I know that all healers can mingle in all different setting and environment, right? But when they put you in that one, it's different. It's hectic. We don't have to lie about that one. Anyway, gosh, this is too far. I can't see. This computer, I can't see. You see, the words they're too small. Where are my things? I think I'm gonna have to get my glasses so I can read the messages, because this is making me see that I can't read. I really can't. I'm gonna bring my glasses. Bear with me. Bear with me. We are back. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying out there. because I was not seeing things there. Okay, I was talking to Karabo. Oh my gosh. That one. So Tusa is saying, so Gogo, if you know that you have the Mandawe spirit, but you haven't activated them, do they show themselves by making your stomach make sounds? Oh, okay. Uh, remember that you have to understand what is happening with chakras, right? You have to understand your chakras as a healer. Understand chakras and what happens with chakras. Now, we've got a chakra called the root chakra, and then we've got what is called the sacral chakra, right? Then we've got the solar plexus. Then we've got the heart chakra. We've got the throat chakra, right? We've got the third eye. Then we've got crown. Now, when all these things are activating, a lot of things will happen to us physically that is very difficult to explain to a person who's sober, because that is when we do the testing to see if you are sane or insane. Because when you're explaining them, the things that you're saying that are spiritual, when you're explaining them to someone who is not spiritual, it might sound like there's something going on that is wrong with you. Now, when we're talking about the root chakra, remember, I'm not talking about what root chakra is all about. I'm talking about root chakra. What is actually happening in root chakra? Like understanding when you feel something happening to your body, from the root of things, from the sacral bit of things, from the solar plexus bit of things. There'll be something happening to you around the belly, right? There will be things happening to you around the belly, which you have to try to understand whether these things that are happening, are they pleasant or are they unpleasant? Now, pleasant means that is good, isn't it? Unpleasant means something is not right, right? So then you have to see, even with the dreams that are coming to you, if your people are not talking to you yet, if your ancestors are not yet talking to you, you have to try to see. This light is making me feel somehow, right? You have to try to see what is actually happening spiritually, as in dreams, what has been revealed to you. Because unpleasant means that there are unpleasant things that you need to look at in your life, that they're going to be revealed to you, right? So that you can be balanced, in balance. So there will be things happening to you, to your belly. Your belly, you'll feel things happening around that belly, around there, around that side, and stuff like that. There'll be things happening, right? So you have to start thinking about your body, as in, is what is happening pleasant, or is what's happening not pleasant, or is there, am I feeling cold, am I feeling the heat? Then you know that when you're feeling, your body is feeling like this, when your body is feeling like that, it means this, right? It means this. Now, yes, a lot of us, when we were going through the Kundalini things, things were happening to us. We felt things were like entering our body, as in physical body, but you can't see them. It's like spiritually entering your etheric body, right? But you know where the thing is going and where the thing is stopping, and you know what is the thing doing to you, right? That is spiritually. We're talking about spiritual, but your people will want you to understand that they affect your physical body in this way. So you need to understand spiritual things, as in how they show to you, as in physical format, as in symptom on your physical body, right? So now a lot of people confuse mndawu spirit. They say Mandawe spirit, you feel them on your stomach. Mandawe spirits, they say no, you don't feel us in your stomach, right? You don't feel them in your stomach. Now, what happens with Mandawe spirit is just, it depends on the color of your njeti cloth. They will teach you about human anatomy. That is Mandawe spirit. Like the maroon njeti Mandawe spirit will teach you about human anatomy, meaning that you understand human body. You'll understand everything that happens to human body, right? Meaning that you'll understand what is happening to the human reproductive system, meaning that the mating sex, right? You understand things about that. Then they will go psychological to explain to you that when something is not right there, it affects us psychologically in this way, right? Then they will teach you as well about food, meaning that what we take in our stomach, what we put in our stomach. Now, what we put in our stomach as well, right? You're digesting. So I'm using the chakras now. Remember, I'm just going to chakras, but going from the root sacral, now going to throat, digestive, throat, as in you're taking in, eating, and the solar plexus, where things are like going on, what is affected there inside. So they will teach you about those things. So you will just have to understand that when they're showing you this beat, that means whatever that you're putting in your stomach, it will affect you psychologically like this. When something is not pleasant there, what is actually happening to your chakra, right? They will teach you about that. It doesn't mean it is just them. It doesn't mean it's them. I'm just saying now, I'm taking you to the chakras to understand where Mandawe are involved, especially if you have the ruling jet. Now, what were we talking about? The things that you're feeling in your belly. Yes, we feel a lot of things in our belly, especially with when Kundalini is happening around you, or even not one is Kundalini, one is just one chakra. Kundalini is, remember, is the flow of all the chakras, all in sync with each other, meaning that all of them, the flow when it's going in all the chakras. But then sometimes it can, your ancestor spirits can focus on one chakra, which is one, meaning that they can help you heal that bit of chakra. Whatever that is making it uncomfortable, whatever that is making you uncomfortable, it will be reflected in the chakra system where it is, the point, chakra point. So if it is focused on the sacral beat, you'll have to understand that it is the sacral beat. This is how you feel. You'll feel like that. You'll feel some movement in this way, in that way. Comfortable, uncomfortable in this way. When is the solar plexus as well, you know it will feel like this or it will feel like that, right? When is the throat chakra as well, you feel like this, you feel like that. When is the heart as well, can be alarming, especially the heartbeat. The heartbeat can be alarming because uncomfortable means something needs to be worked on with you. You've been affected a lot when it comes to the heartbeat of things, right? So other people, they go checking to see if the heart is not, there's nothing going wrong with their heart. Remember that we have to, as people on this spiritual journey, we have to rule out physical medical things, meaning that we can go blindly in our spiritual beat, but we have to rule out things that can be related to a sickness that require medical attention, and you dying of something that could have been healed or could have been managed because you would have been thinking it is spiritual. So as spiritual people, we rule out things that are not related to things that need medical multi attention, so we can focus on spiritual bit of things where we genuinely focus spiritual. Okay, I was answering Morena with, I think that was Morena, isn't it? No, not Morena, was it Tusu with the belly things? Okay, that was Tuso with the sounds in the belly. Karabo is talking, oh, you want to say, we can't be involved there. That one we can't be involved. They must find someone else. Talk to ancestors. Yes. A lot of people. That's what they say to the ancestors. Please, why did you have to do that to me? Anyway, a lot of people. I'm not involved in this kind of things. Me and my ancestors, we are like this. We are like this. Not when it comes to that one. Okay. But I was talking about, I'm enjoying the attention straight. See, it's 10 of 20 wives. Mndawu is working overtime. It's nice getting random sangomas asking me to be their boyfriend or husband. It's beautiful, isn't it? In my Ndumba, we encourage the what you're talking about, the stembus. In Mandumba, we really literally encourage the stembus. And we encourage stembus for the women and stembus for the men, because that is who we are. In Mandumba, I encourage it. We encourage that. Even my ancestors, they encourage that. Tobela ancestors in the background, and Tokozani, Makosi Yamakula Balozi, with the acknowledgement. Yes, we learn here about stembus. My ancestors, what they say to me about this stembu. Now, let me tell you, Morena, because you are failing out there and you think your ancestors will be like doing that. Let me tell you about what my the Zulu ancestors are saying about this stembu. They're saying is the women who's supposed to look for your wife, right? Not you, the man who's too excited and you can't wait to make it official, right? It is the woman, if you're married to one, it is the woman who decide that we might need help here to be bigger, as in the family wise, the bloodline to be bigger and extending. So we are asking that find us a friend, right? So that you have two now. And find us another one, then you have three, right? It is not the men who, because they get too excited while they're tasting waters out there. They find that the water's got a different taste. They want to bring it home. The women are the ones who are supposed to be looking, and for the reason that the women will know that is right for the household, not the men's stuff. All right. I was telling Morena, because Morena is going to be thinking that young and gifted, as in attracting the female out there, the female sangomas. Okay. I mean, the young and the old sangomas want me. All right, we're hearing you, Morena. We are hearing you. Okay, Karabo, Maholo, you are making me more confused. What must I do? Because they must leave him alone to live his life. How am I supposed to learn when I'm falling in love with someone? Karabo, when it comes to Lerato Lamoya, even ancestors bless their hearts. When I'm talking about hearts, bless their heart beating through us, and bless them wherever they are lying down. When it comes to Lerato Lamoya, that person is meant to be with you in all different lifetimes. That means you're gonna meet that person in different ways. You're gonna be with them until you're dead. And even when you're dead, when you are an ancestor, they'll be part of your life, right? And even when you decide to not come back, reincarnate into this physical format, like wearing glasses like I'm doing, they will meet you in all other different dimensional states. So that means it's someone that you're paired with. Is a spiritual partner. You're paired with that person, if it is the one that you're talking about. And what I'm talking about here is hectic. It means that whether you like it or not, whether you say please stop, whether you take mutis, whether you footer, that person will still appear, will still come to you whenever they need to come. They are bound to come. You can do all the things that we need to do, and as in to forget that people exist, right? You can even, if you're using phones, you can even delete their numbers, or even not even memorize them. And spiritually, they will bring those numbers to you. That's when your ancestor spirits and guides and the source will bring you numbers as if they're giving you lottery numbers, right? As in for you to call that person, because it is something that cannot be controlled physically. If that's the one you're talking about, it cannot be controlled. It's a spiritual kind of thing. They are there. They're supposed to be there working. It's like just look at it as in you. If it is that that you have to look at the people, the physical living people, as in their living ancestors, but not yet dead. You seeing them, or you get to meet them when you need to be reminded of a particular thing that you need to look at in your spiritual path. So they will always be there, whether you like it or not. Now, if you both have partners, this is where at some stage you will need to communicate with your partner, whoever that you are with, to let them know that there is a spiritual person out there, right? So that people don't get confused. Remember, it is a spiritual thing. You know when you're involved with these people spiritually, you're connecting. Even the person that you're dating, they will know about them. They will spiritually become aware of them, right? They'll be made aware spiritually if they are refusing to accept that this is happening to you. They'll be made spiritually to know that that person is part of your life. But the difficult bit is the physical bit of things. You need to learn to control what is physical and what is spiritual, right? That one you need to be able to control, right? You're not gonna go out there on the street saying, I've got ancestors, my ancestors come in here, my ancestors are talking through me, right? That means you are able to control your ancestors. Even the physical living person, you are supposed to be in control like that. You're supposed to be able to control what is happening physically and separate it with what is happening spiritually. Because no matter how much you're trying to move on, they'll always be reminded. They'll come into the dream state and they'll come spiritually, energetically to you. So you can't stop it. You can't stop it. You just have to surrender, to say it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm energetically taken as a human being. I'm energetically taken, right? You have to take it. Take it. You can't control that one. Anyway, we were talking to Moran. We were talking to Karawa here. Do your spiritual work stop focusing on okay? When I'm you're like a person of mine. You're feeding your ego. Do your spiritual work and stop focusing on female attention. What roles to God and what roles to gods and primordial beings play in the lives of spiritual people? Explain yourself more, Morena. Explain yourself more so we can talk. How about Queen Dawu? You're not late. How about we're gonna be here for some time? Is that day, isn't it? It's Sunday, so we're gonna be here for some time. And Khanyang. How about who's coming with Nzunza? Gogo, is there mndawu spirits associated with intimate dreams? For example, each time you visit the river, upon returning, you experience such dreams or feel like something moving on your abdomen. Bongani, if you watch the video of I talked about Mandawe spirits and sex dreams. I think that is the intimate that you're talking about, and sex dreams. Where do I start with this one? Mandawe and sex dreams. Intimate. How do I start this one? Oh, shit. I apologize. I apologize. Something fell in my tea, and I used the language that I normally use when I'm alone. Anyway, we're talking about Mandawe, and even Hopeful is here. This one will even involve you, Hopeful, because you asked me about these dreams, about things entering you, right? things entering you. Mandawe spirits, if you've got this njeti color, right? This njeti color. I was explaining the different types of Mandawe, and I was talking about that you learn a lot about this chair, this oil is making the sound. You learn a lot about mating, intimacy. When it comes to mndawu spirit. Now, sex dreams tend to show us things that we are, sometimes we are afraid of. Sometimes they are showing us our inhibitions. Sometimes there are things that, that holds us back. Sometimes we are being shown how things are supposed to be like as a human being. A human being has different needs when it comes to sex. When I'm talking about needs, desires, sometimes there are things that we want. We are unable to express them. Therefore, we express them when we are in a relaxed state, when we are dreaming, right? Now, sometimes we are unable, sometimes let's say when it comes to intimacy, I want to go to the Mandawe and why sometimes we are showing things like this after actually helping others. Sometimes we, as spiritual people, we don't, especially when you know what you like and what you don't like. The way you look at sex is totally different from when you just like just sex as in sex, as something that you have sex to have a child and you have sex just boredom, right? Sometimes Mandawe spirits will show you, because remember that they have to help you deal with, they have to make you understand things about yourself, right? Things about yourself. Sometimes things that we are thinking about and we are unable to express them freely. I'm going sacral bit of things as in chakra, but I'm using Mandawe spirits because this is when you're coming back from the river, right? Sometimes we as people don't do that bit because we don't have people to do it with. And we are thinking about it as in like you're fantasizing on your own. You're thinking about it. And, people fantasize, isn't it? It's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. A human being will fantasize. Sometimes, because of, sometimes you want it. You want it, you're not getting it. Because there's no way to do it, or with anyone to do it with. So sometimes, depending on what you want, or what you will want, this is where sex can come in, as in like because you want it, you get it, you get to practice in the dream state, because you probably will have to. Unfortunately, you practice with the person who is actually not showing you that this is not what you like, because they are showing you that it is your things are not met, your needs are not met, or are unable to be met by this kind of, in this kind of way. And sometimes we are doing the wrong things. So sex is used as in to show you that whatever you were doing, so it's given as in, it is like having this kind of sex, unsatisfactory, like the way you behave during the day. They take you to the dream state. Look at yourself. You are like this sexual, like a metaphorical. It was like you were intimate with someone you were not supposed to be intimate with, and therefore you even became stressed afterwards, or you became more frustrated, or it is like your life is as frustrating as that, right? So after dealing with Mandawe spirits, they might show you with something that you understand. You know sexually what you like. You know sexually what makes you happy. So if they want to give you a message, they might show you. It's not them sleeping with you. Remember, that is the same as going and eating in a restaurant, but this time the setting is intimacy, is in the bedroom. The setting is outside, al fresco, right? The setting is wherever you are, right? With whoever that you're doing it with in the dream state. So now the message you're supposed to look into there is that, do you see what you were doing there as something you've done and you were happy with, or something you were doing you were unhappy with, right? Meaning that the outcomes was satisfied. The outcome was unsatisfied. The outcome was, I wanted more. The outcome was frustration. The outcome was, why? Right? Depending on the emotion that you get from that dream space. Now, Mandawe spirits, they are related to the Merunjeti. I'm talking sex using the Merunjeti because that's what I know. Mandawe spirits, the human beings will always do what human beings are meant to be doing. Your sexual beat of things, as in whether you're a male or you're a female, when it comes to spiritual beat of things, remember, it really doesn't matter. It's the energies that matters. So whoever that you're having sex with, as in a man and a man, a man and a woman, a woman and a woman, a woman and a man, it really doesn't matter. What matters is what that person is giving you. Okay, it matters obviously, because when you started to look at it deeply, you'll understand why they use that. But when you're being paired with someone like you, so are you showing what is showing to you during that intimacy? I'm trying to reply to this one, but I'm going too deep into the sexual dream with Mandawe, right? So who you are paired with, are you both showing that the masculine beat, as in energy wise, both of you, are you showing the masculine beat of things during that intimacy, right? I'm talking about during the process. What is it that they are making you see, right? What is it that they're making you see? Because it is not that it is because someone is like you, it's what is shown there. Because you can be physically in real life like a woman who loves your preference is a man, but in the dream state they might show you a woman with a woman, and then you find that that woman is doing things that physically you wouldn't think that they are able. You can be really, really happy in that dream state, right? Because it is not what you prefer out there. It is your inner, your desires, things that are deep within you. As in energy to energy, energy-wise. What are you both giving each other? Now, we were talking, I didn't go too deep in it. I just wanted to explain Mandawe, but sometimes Mandawe, they can thank you in that way if you want to be thanked in that way. Or they can embarrass you in that way if they think you should be embarrassed in that way. Meaning that they can show you your desires, they can show you your secret, they can show you things in that way. Because it's psychological, isn't it? They reveal them to you in the way that you understand. Right? They go to your psyche. They go deep within you to show you the real you. Right? That sexually, you are like others out there. Let me tell you about something that, okay, let me not go there. Because this might end up being like something. Now, Mandawe spirits, nature, mating. Now, I'm thinking hopeful because I can see hopeful here, and she asked me about the things going up you. you're being entered. And we're talking intimacy. Remember that when you have Mandawe spirits with this maroon jet, you have to understand things, how things made. Meaning that sometimes for you to understand things happening, you have to see that there are things that are supposed to, things happen in this way, human beings, things happen this way, animal way, things happen this way, plant ways, things happen this way, nature wise, right? Sometimes they will show you that things in your human anatomy, where children come out, or for the male, where you put your seeds in others, what is supposed to go in there and what is not supposed to go in there. Sometimes they can show you what happens that it is normal, what has happened that is not normal, right? So they will show you with things happening. But sometimes alignment can happen in a way that when they're showing you, it is, remember, it's metaphorically like something going there. But then we have to understand what is actually going in there. Is that something that is normal or something that is normal? Now, human form, we know, as in human, I'm talking people like me and you, we know what's supposed to go in there, what is not supposed to go in there, right? Animal wise as well, we know what's supposed to go inside things and what's not supposed to go inside things. Now, sometimes we have to understand the metaphor. Metaphor as in the spirits using the metaphor, as in they are showing you that something is entering your body. It is like something entering your body. There is energy entering your body. Remember that everything is energy. Like not everything. Any living organism is energy. So when they're trying to show you like it's like an energy entering you, sometimes they can use physically, like showing you like something entering you, energy going inside you, but using something as in something like that entering your body. But is that right or is that wrong? So you have to look at your dreams properly to see if whatever that was entering you, was that right or was it wrong? Or if it was, you know that it is normal, it's just they're showing that there's energy entering you. What kind of energy is it? Right? I was thinking hopeless snake entering snake things, right? Kind of things. Anyway, okay, where were we? Remember that we have time. We're going to talk properly, openly with each other, right? So don't worry about a lot of things. If I miss you, we'll get back to you and talk to you because as well I'm going too fast. Okay. Tuso Tovela, it's possible to have two mndawu spirits, yes. Mbuya Ndawu Ota, great to see you. Okay, all right. Imagine someone saying witches want to date me. That is Morena then. Okay, okay. Where are we? We were talking to. What did I miss? I talked too much, and I think I missed a lot of things. Okay. Karabo was talking about Morena's ego. Hey, Karabo. Hey, Karabo is got Lorato Lamoy. All right, we are watching you. We'll be watching your path. Okay. So, okay, intimate dreams. For example, each time you visit the river upon returning, you experience such dreams or feel like something moving on your abdomen. Okay. Okay, abdomen. And remember that spirits, even ancestors, they tend to use this movement thing, as in they are showing you, if they want to show you if something is in alignment, something is aligned with you properly, or something is not aligned with you properly. They use different ways of showing you that you are in alignment, you are not in alignment. There's still something being worked on, there's something not being worked on. So they use what you understand physically, as in something is not right, something is right, right? They use that. Okay. All right. By that I mean, yeah, I think we'll explain it another time. All right. Now we're going to hopeful Togoza Gogonda. What does tortoise dream mean? If you are given a tortoise, then a trance and it grows fast when you wake up. Crocodiles seeing a small size, holding it, putting it down, then it grows huge. Excuse me. I wouldn't know what it means for you. I wouldn't know what it means for you. Tortoise is tortoise. It depends what is happening with you. I wouldn't know because I see animals all the time and I learn about animals. So it depends if I'm seeing an animal and they are being taught about something about it. Something from small and it grows and what is happening around there, then that means I'll be learning about what is actually happening there. What is the message there? It was small, then it becomes bigger. Then what is there? I can't say tortoise means this, tortoise means that, because for me, I have to look at the context of the dream to understand it. Even like with crocodiles, what you're saying there about crocodile, is a crocodile. I have to understand where I'm seeing things and what is happening there to understand what my spirits, if it's a spirit, what message they want to give me there. I can't just take it and say, tortoise means you've got ancestors like this. Crocodile means you've got Mandawe spirit like this. Mandawe spirits can come as crocodiles, but crocodiles can be used as in metaphorically to explain a message, not necessarily saying the Mandawe are saying this, but to explain the message relating to how that crocodile is behaving. Because that crocodile or that tortoise would have been behaving in the way that is normal or behaving the way that is not normal. The message is context-wise. It's not like looking at that animal, but the role that that animal is bringing to me. Okay, that is different. Okay, you are spot on. I dreamt of, that is Karabo. I dreamt of the aunt that I don't know asking him why he is not telling his partner about Manawamo, saying my tribe. Yeah, we're gonna hear more things. Oh, people are out there kissing in dream state. Remember, a lot of people are kissing in those dream states. Intimacy means that you actually being held. Here, can you imagine that? In the dream state, someone is doing things to you, or with you, or you're doing things to people, or you're doing things to someone, or something. You're doing things to something. Remember, in the dream state, human beings and animal, they can cross, they can change. You can be seeing yourself right in the middle of, actually literally just there, just holding it together. And then you realize that you're holding it together with a crocodile. Mndawu, it is Sunday. My spirit will have to bear with me. It is Sunday. I have to be myself because we're supposed to be in church. And it's Mandawe spirits. So Mandawe spirits, they come in different form, right? Meaning that it is different forms. So you might see your person in the dream state might turn into a tree while you're about to come here. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. You're about to is a proper plant with thorns. It's about to go on your lips. Thorny. We're talking Mandawe spirits in the way. Okay, let's hear what you guys are saying. This is a different session. I was saying, okay, that I was talking to Hopeful there. Was holding it, and when he holds it, it grows bigger. Okay, okay, you are spot on. Okay, I read that one. Okay, but once the crocodile grows, it is like people are running, but there is a force pulling you back to it. All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. You holding it, and there's a force pulling you back to it. That's interesting. It sounds like you have big dreams there, hopefully. If you can explain them properly so we know what you're talking about. Gogo, so snake entering is about energy entering, or which one is it? Hopeful. Snake can come metaphorically as an energy, right? An energy, right? So if your people are not using, you are not physically getting energized. Your kundalini is not opening physically like some of us, where we are lying down and we feel energy entering us. And in the places that you wouldn't even think, you can feel like there's something entering you, right? So they will take you into the dream state. They will show you what it is like. So it is like you're being entered, yes, in your front side or your back side, or your finger coming out, right? So it is like an energy is entering you, but for you to understand it and to see that this is something bigger and it's not normal. So they have to show you with something that is gonna enter you in that way and is gonna behave in that way while it's within you. So if it is a snake, it means the movement that goes inside you is gonna be like the snake movement that is happening there, because you will have an energy that is moving in that beat. That is what I mean when I say energy entering you. But some of us, we don't see things like that because we don't dream about them. Things are happening physically to us. And then when they're there in us, we can feel and explain them as what you're talking about. Like it is like you feel that there's that movement that is happening within you, as in that snake movement format. Right? It's happening within you. And when it's going up you, it's not going straight like something going woo, but it's making those movements that you'll see the movement that is created by the snake. It is like inside you. It is the force that is moving in that. If you see the water, the rivers, right, the way the rivers are, and when the water is flowing, you see that it's making that movement like the snake. You'll see the movement that the snake makes. Even with rivers, you see they are like in that way, right? Because it is the flow that goes within you that is like that, right? That's what it's saying. But for you, it's being shown in the dream state in that way, which can be positive. If it is negative, then they will show it to you that it was a negative way. Now, let's say your people are trying to show you that you're letting everything go inside you, which is not normal. That's supposed to go inside you. In there, you're supposed to get, as a female, what's supposed to go in there if you're not a female and a female, right? If it is a man, you know that it's supposed to be another man going in there. This is physical biology, right? Then if your people are showing you that you're negatively being affected like that, meaning that there are things that are not supposed to go in there and they're going in there. So they will use things that will show you in the dream that this, what your people are showing you, is that it is in a negative way. They are saying whatever that you are allowing in there, it is like that, right? Because in there is not supposed to happen like that. But when it's energy, it's different. Energies can be used. You know that this is energy. What has gone inside you is energy. Even physically, you'll feel, once you've seen that kind of dream, you'll start feeling things physically, that when you're awake, that there are things happening inside, which is kundalini. It is energy, right? But some of our people can show us that what you're allowing inside there is not supposed to go in there. Even you know in real life that things are not supposed to go in there, apart from the things that you know they're supposed to go in there, right? That is what I'm trying to say. You can be intimate, right? But you're not supposed to just be intimate with just any. That's what your people are trying to say when they are saying it negatively. But if they are saying it positively, and as in teaching, they will show you that, yes, in the dream state, even you might be thinking that you're seeing you doing it with that. But if you look properly, it is not you. Even you is not your physical self, it's your energy self. That means even your physical format is going to change even the dream state. while you're looking at yourself or you're seeing, you think that, oh, it's me doing this with this, but you realize that it was not you, because physically we are clouded, spiritually we are not. We're seeing things as we're supposed to see them. Right? That's what I meant. Okay. That's I was answering hopeful there about the energy. Okay. Okay, I'm always saying something. Moholo, why are you saying I'm coming with Nzunza? Because sometimes you can see when people are coming to us and they're greeting us, they automatically go in a spiritual mode and they think they are just being themselves when they are just, is a spiritual bit of self that is coming out and is showing out there to people. Right? Like you automatically, like you think as a spiritual person. Let's say you're meeting someone on the street. You are a healer. Normally when you're meeting everyone, you say Tobela, 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 or Dumelang, Dumelang on the street, or Sanbonan, Molo, Molo on the street, right? You're greeting people just in the way that you greet. But then the moment you just meet someone, then you start saying Marcos, or Tokozan, right out there, somewhere in the middle of Jamaica. You've never actually even met any Zulu person. You start saying Tokozan, greeting someone. It just automatically comes out, flow out of your mouth. That's what I meant. That sometimes we we literally bring out information without actually trying. Okay. I recently drowned swimming in the middle of the ocean with this beautiful lady that was very light in skin tone. She then pointed me to go a hut which was in the ocean also. I did not understand this. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful. Duduzi, that sounds beautiful. So you're swimming. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So you're swimming in the ocean. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We love seeing people being able to swim, because swimming is a beautiful thing. That means you're navigating it nicely there, and even you're guided in there by the spirits there in the sea, showing you to go to your abode, your heart. Okay, a heart. All right. Well, we were talking to Duduzi there. Nice one, Duduzi. I wonder what is it about the skin tone that was so attractive to you. Tuzu, I heard a YouTuber saying that people who have no possess of Inzuza. Hold on. Gosh, reading, looking down is different, isn't it? Okay, Tuzu is saying, I heard a YouTuber saying that people who have no possess of Inzuza spirits are twins. No must be born covered. Is that true? That people who have no possess of Inzuza spirit are twins. No must be born covered. Is that a true Gogo? If you have Inzuza, is it either you are a twin or covered? A twin in what way? Explain yourself. Explain yourself to so. Hopefully saying thanks, Gogo. So snake entering is about energy entering. Which one is it? Okay, I answered that one. So Gogo, if you have activated mndawu spirit, is it possible to come out with a python out of the water alive? If you have activated mndawu spirit, is it possible to come out with a python out of the water alive? I don't know. I don't know about that. That is you and your spirit coming out with a python out of the water. You coming out with a python. That sounds beautiful too. So that sounds powerful. Zunza is a spirit that I myself am still trying to work around, trying to understand it properly. Is a spirit that I'm still trying to understand properly. because sometimes Nzunza is being shown separate, but sometimes you are shown as Nzunza. You are Nzunza, and Nzunza is you, right? Like sometimes you, the person, become Nzunza, and Nzunza becomes you. So it's something that I'm still trying to understand properly. I can't say I can explain Nzunza properly, but one thing for sure is that I was not born covered in anything. I was not born covered in anything. Twins, no. Process of Nzunza spirit are twins, no, must be born covered. I was not born covered myself, and I was never a twin. But I guess you can say spiritual I am a twin. I guess you can spiritually say that. Maybe there's something to eat. Maybe there's something to eat too. So who knows? I don't know. I don't know. The crocodile was a small thing like a toy that is hopeful. Then I threw it into a ditch behind me with little water. It just grew and became huge, walking towards people who were running. But I was being pulled back. I throw it into a ditch behind me with little water. It just grew. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful. Crocodiles love water, isn't it? You find crocodiles around water. So that sounds beautiful. People start running because people are running from things that they don't understand. It is like that in real life. It's like that in real life. Just think about it. If this was a spirit dream, like the spirit showing you that you are meant to teach people about these things that they don't understand, right? People are seeing things happening around them that they don't understand. They can't understand. They can't even process. So the first thing that they do, they go in a run mode, like a flight mode. So you need to bring them so that you can make them understand these things. They can understand your spirits. If this is the spirits, they can understand it. You can teach them about it. So they have to stop running so that they can get help from it. Okay. All right. Hopefully, does Mandawe, Nzunza, and ancestors go with things like chakras and stones, like you dream of holding those chakra stones? Nzunza does. A lot of people with Nzunza does. They get chakra stones. They get stones, like they get all the stones. Nzunza. Somehow they do get that. I don't know much about why Nzunza comes in with those stones. My one came with glasses. It was just glasses, splashes of different size glasses. But other people that I worked with Nzunza, they do get stones, like stones, those kind of things. I don't know what's happening with that. But sometimes remember that depending on how you're going to be healing people and making people align, so we are working in different things. People get different things that they can work with to help others or to heal others or to align people spiritually with that or on their chakras. So you'll be given different kind of things. What I get might not be what you get. Like you see, I get this because not I didn't dream about them, but I go to the water and I collect them for my hair. But some people might get this to use them for divination, right? So it's different things for different people sometimes. And I was drawn to this, and now knowing that I'm a water spirit person, so no wonder I was drawn to these kind of things, right? Shells, because you find them around the water. So things like that. Okay. All right. Okay, we're talking to Hopeful there about dream holding the chakra stones. That sounds beautiful. And remember that if your people are showing you something, that means they'll come back and explain them to you. Don't rush it. They will come and explain them to you. Sometimes they just show them to you. You get them. You don't hear anything from them. After some time, when you're ready and they're ready, then they start teaching you about them. So just collect like a lot of us who collect things, and then after some time we understand why we were collecting, because we started using them the way that we were meant to use them in the first place. Okay, all right. Tuso is saying something there. A twin like physical brother or a sister like you must be born with someone, or at least be covered with something when you come out from a mother's womb. I have Nzunza and my Nzunza spirit, they explain to me the signs, the few signs that you get, that you have Nzunza. I didn't get anything like that. But remember that different people get different signs for different things, right? So maybe for that person, that is how it was explained to them. But I have Nzunza spirit working with me, operating with me. I have people with Nzunza spirit that have helped, and I haven't yet met one who was born Abatiwe, or is that what they call with that? Or someone who was born a twin. No, I don't have that. So I cannot associate with it in that way. But it could be that from their side, that is how they were it was explained to them. Remember that a lot of things are explained to people in different ways. That could be one of the other signs. I don't know. Okay. All right. Okay, I was answering too soon. Oh, the same way I used to feel way calling you Gogo, and even with others. All right. Yes. Exactly that. Yes, exactly that. Yes, that is very true. It's exactly that. Yes, I have that as well. I have that as well, where I had a dealing with a male, right? That my normal instinct was to revert to saying kulum, right? But then I realized as time goes on that where am I getting this from? You feel it when you're saying it, when you're calling someone. You feel it that is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Then you realize that bit, the being uncomfortable, was for a reason, because you were not meant to be calling someone something that is not there. It's because we tend to just get to that. If it's a male, Kulu. If it is a female, Gogo. And remember that some people, they are not even meant to be called the Gogos and Kulus. You just have to start with Makosi. If you don't know their name yet, you have to call them, especially those people who are coming from like the kings and the queens. Like the lineage is like that deep. You can't just say Gogo or Nkulu, just because they're still initiating. Their Makosis, even before they even get their names from their people. So those kind of things. Anyway, that was, I was okay answering Awabakwi. And Tuso is saying, yes, I'm very powerful, Gogo. It's just that I need someone to align my things well, to be fully immersed with my ancestors. It's a bit complicated, but you're definitely right when you say I'm power. Well, that's great, Togos. I'll feel like I'm not addressing them right, or I will be shocked why I greeted them like that. Makes sense though. Yes. We tend to our ancestors tend to, like now I've just done Togoza to Tuso, where I'm supposed to say mndawu, and I've just said Togoza. There's a reason there. You understand? So these things are happening like it's spirituality, isn't it? It's like that. It's spirituality. And yes, Tuso, you shouldn't feel, you should be proud of that. You should be proud of that. You should not feel embarrassed about it. That power, when you have it, you should express it. You have it, you should feel it. You should say it and say it until you feel it. When it comes to alignment, your people will align you, right? Will align you They'll work on you to align you properly, and until they feel that you're ready. They'll keep on doing it. And as well, when they want to they want you to get to meet someone so that you can get an exchange of knowledge with someone, meaning that they send you to someone to help you with other things, they will send you to that person. So don't worry if they're still working on you. They'll work on you on their terms until they're ready. And yes, and we get to be sent to people when our people find the right people for us, then they'll send us to those people. And remember that not everyone will be able to help you with your spiritual matters. So if your people haven't sent you to someone, yes, sometimes we get impatient, but if your people haven't sent you, you should give them time and wait for them to send you. Wait for them. Wait for them. I was watching one Kulu talking about something about this royal's beat. It kind of reminded me of something myself. You know, as healers, sometimes we tend to think that when we are dreaming, we are doing this, we are about to go into this line where we're going to be healers working with others, healers healing others, because the dreams we're getting, and we start getting excited, and you know, you see the people who are already working, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to get there and be doing that. You find out that your people are actually transitioning you or initiating you for something totally different. It's literally nothing to do with that healing bit of things where you're gonna become like the gobelas, or you're gonna be healing people coming to you, like giving them motis. Is totally something different, and a big different thing, which is going for on your spiritual path will be big for you and your ancestors. But it's not like you're not going to be working as in a healer, working like other healers, but you'll be a healer, right? You'll be initiating as a healer, but not necessarily going in to be using that healing bit of things, right? You know, you become something else. So that one, you should remember that. Yes. And so yes, and too, so I am Kulu. I'm not Gog. I am Kulum. Kulum Rul. Mugulu makozi amakulu Kulu. Yes, I am that. It's very important. Our names are very important in the spiritual part. You might think, why are you bothered about it? Why do you have to worry about how people call you? Remember, it's not, people are not calling me. They're calling and acknowledging the people that I work with. That's what it is all about. Anyway, what were we talking about? Okay, we were talking about name calling. Name calling. It's a beautiful thing, this spiritual bit of things. Now, when it comes to ancestors, spirits, and guides, and the chakras are very, very huge, very important. Very important. You need to take clues from what your body is revealing to you, right? What your body is revealing to you, meaning that there are some sensations that are happening on your body that are related to your chakras, and even where you get those sensations, you'll understand why certain things are happening like that in your life, right? Meaning that you associate the point, the chakra point, and then you think about it with the things that they're showing you, what they are revealing to you, right? Then you understand why certain things are like that in your life. Spirituality bit of things, as in your dream. Physical bit of things, you have sensations on the chakra spot, and then physically you'll see how your life is being like. Not being in alignment means that a lot of things can be happening to you, that are making you not being in alignment. Not being in alignment is when you feel like things are not getting, you're trying every trick in the book, and nothing seems to be working. Nothing seems to be working. And all these things, you wonder why. You're trying everything, you're pleasing your ancestors, you're doing everything that they're asking you to do, but still things are not going the right way that you wish they could be. Because there are things that, when ancestors are saying, there are things that are still not yet in alignment spiritually, metaphorically. Things are still not properly in alignment, in order. What can I use? It's very important, this one, especially for those who are going through the most at this moment. I'll use this. I need to use 3 things at least to explain this, what I'm talking about. Use this. Okay. Can you see this? And this is for those who are going through the most. And ancestors, they will show you in the dream that, yes, you're going through the most. And in the dream, you'll find comfort because they'll show you where you are. Like if you're still going to be experiencing whatever that you're experiencing. So you don't have to be wasting money as well. So you just wait for things to be in alignment spiritually for you. You have to wait for your ancestors to put things in alignment. Now, in the dream, this can be shown in different ways, right? I'm just using the 3 bottles. This is in alignment. They're all connected together. They are working together as they're supposed to. And messy, isn't it? I keep bottles. Any bottle I use and I keep. They'll be used one day. Anyway, these are the bottles, right? Now, these 3 bottles are in alignment. They are connected nicely together. That is what they mean, things are in alignment. If your life is in order, even in the dream state, there will be around things happening to you. Okay. Now, ancestors will use the setting, right, in the dream stage, setting around you, things around the house, with you being there, things around the house. And when you're looking around the setting, you see that there are things that, some things, maybe they tell you the way sitting in the house, where it is, it looks like it's about to fall down, and maybe there's a radio that looks like it's about to fall down, or your decorations, they look like a cripple, they're like that, they're like not straightforward. You can see in the setting in the house that things don't look right, right? Your ancestors will be telling you that things are still not right. Even you will be feeling things physically, emotionally, and mentally that you're a mess. So they'll show you that things are not in alignment. Now, when they're showing you that things are in alignment, this is metaphorical, meaning that things are now in order. Rest be assured, things are going to be moving. You're moving the right direction now, and stuff. So anyway, sometimes they'll show you trying to put these things together, and they keep on falling and keep on falling because they're showing you that whatever, no matter how much you try, these things are not coming together and being in alignment. You're trying everything, trying to put them together, they are not. So they are not in alignment. You're trying and you can't do it. That they are showing you that your life is like that. You're trying, we are seeing you, my child. We are saying this is you trying, but these things they are not aligning. Things that are simply can be put, bottles can be put on top of each other like this. For you, they are just falling apart. no matter how much you try, right? They're showing you things are not in alignment. Now, when things are back in alignment, they'll show you things are now working nicely, properly together. Things are in alignment. They're showing you a life. You're gonna see as well yourself that things are gonna moving forward. Things are gonna be. You're gonna be happy. Things are gonna be exciting in your life. New things are coming in. Your ancestors are excited now. They're even showing you that from where you're coming from, things falling apart now. Things are now going the right way that we want them, and even you feel good, isn't it? Things is becoming positive. Your life is becoming positively moving forward, right? So they'll show you that. So if you're going through a lot at this moment, just remember that it will get better. But your people are always there. They'll show you that things will get better. Anyway, I was just saying that. Okay. I once had a dream where, I'll be saying next time, what was it? I once had a dream whereby someone was greeting me, saying Togoza, and I kept saying Makosi. I ignored it. And next time I had another one where someone saying Togoza and struggled to greet back. And I had Makosi so loud now, I'm no longer ignore. On days they tell me to respond with Makosi, I do that. Yes. And in the dream state, they'll show you a lot of people, they just make assumptions that in that dream state, when you're greeting ancestors, because you've been watching people on live on YouTubes and stuff like that, greeting them when they're saying, "Oh, Togoza, Makosi, Ndawuwe, Hanya, Kamawini, just greetings, Magadi, the dream state is gone. And then you in the dream state, and then ancestors, they want to show you that the people who are greeting you are not what you're thinking about. So corrections is you say something, and the ancestors, they correct you with what you're supposed to be saying, that the people that you're greeting are not what you're thinking about. They're supposed to be greeted in this way. So you come out with teaching. The teaching is that not everyone is Tokozisi. Some of us are Makosis, right? Not everyone is mndawu, meaning that not all the water spirits are mndawu. Some of us are not. We are harnessing others. We want to be even shown that we say Hanya. Remember that they will teach you in the language that you understand. So it's beautiful when our sisters are correcting us. Especially with greetings. Greetings are very important with ancestors. Very, very important. Ancestors and spirits. All of them, they wanted to be greeted the right way. Remember that greetings, the message there is very, very important. The same way as I'm trying to correct you, saying, call me Mogolo. It's very important. The message is very important with that name calling, with that greeting. It's very important. Cool. You did confirm that it's possible for a person to have 2 or more Mandawe spirits. So I was told I have a talking Dawe and another does not talk but see stuff. Is it possible? Cool. I can believe that. I can believe that. I can believe that. Yes. If you're told by your people, yes, I'll believe it. I'll believe it. Yes, I'll believe it. Yes. Remember that Mandawe spirits, like when you've got different types, remember that even though there will be too many, but they might be represented. You might be hearing them, you might not hear them. You might just be getting messages. You might, depending on how they want to work with you. Remember that they work differently with everyone. Work differently. But the reason why sometimes they want to talk to, actually, talking about the two, so you help me now. There's something very important here. As healers sometimes, right? When I first met Mandawe spirits and myself on my spiritual path, every time I go into the water, right? I used to do this. I'll be like, even when they're coming they're coming to me, my head will start doing that movement kind of thing, right? That's mndawu. Now, a lot of us sometimes, I'm just replying to this because of you talking about the talking mndawu and the not talking mndawu. Sometimes people come to us, someone comes and they'll be there, instead of just instead of like greeting them, you're talking to them, Tobela, Ndawu. Someone won't, if you've got the Mandawe spirits are the ones coming through that person, the person might just do that motion of like someone in the water, right? And the more you encourage the mndawu, they will keep on doing that motion, like deeper and deeper and deeper, going to that motion. It's just the Mandawe spirit acknowledging you, but not talking, but acknowledging you as in, sure, gosh, this chair is messing my head. Acknowledging you with that movement. And even the other spirit, which is the abalozi, they will just acknowledge with that movement, with the sounds that they make, the whistling sounds. Some people might not be able to open their mouth and be expressive. They might do the movement of the spirits that they're carrying when you're trying to talk to their spirit. They might not express themselves as in talking out loud, but they might do what the spirits will do, as in showing things and doing and things, other things that the spirit will do, just to show that it is the spirit that you're seeing, right, out there with that person, right? So as a healer, sometimes the spirits might send people to you, and they're there with you at your door. They just walk into your house, right? And they're standing there at the door. You saying, greetings, Tobela, or whatever. And you just start seeing someone doing the motions with their body, right? Because it's that spirit just need to be acknowledged. The more you acknowledge, the more the person goes into that. The more you acknowledge, it just keeps on doing it, like that. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful, very, very beautiful. How long have we been here? Oh, almost 6 hours. I'm looking at 6 and I'm thinking 6 hours. Yes. Okay. And it's almost there for 2 hours. We're gonna be stopping. And remember, I'm gonna after this, the videos, they'll go on private session thing. They'll go private on anything for now. Okay, Tusa is saying what? Next time I had where someone says Chagoza and struggle to greet. Okay, I've read that one. Tusa is saying, cool, you did confirm that is possible. Okay, I've read that one. Yes, that is true. I asked them why they keep correcting the greetings, and they answered, please excuse my ancestors. Abari Chagoza. Una aba dumedisi room. Yes, I see that with a lot of people. They get that. Yes. They'll even do like, who are you greeting? Sometimes they'll play with you as well for some time until you get it. Who are you greeting? And then they'll be looking around. You are in the dream with people and you're greeting them. You're looking at them. You're so excited, and they're looking at each other. The spirit in the human form, they're looking at each other. And they're asking themselves, and they're looking at, who are you greeting? Who is she greeting? This one. And then you're there like, I'm talking to you. And they're like, yes, we're hearing you're talking to us, but who are you greeting and what are you saying? And who are you saying that to? What does it mean? So beautiful. They have to be like that with us. Remember that we are like that as well. Sometimes when we want to be playful, we're like that with each other. Anyway, okay, Albert was saying, gosh, my ancestors are where as I'm explaining this, they're busy flashing with, what? Flashing all their clothes. They're excited. Oh, that's good. We love excited ancestors. And Tuesday saying, yes, cool. I was walking at night and I came across an old man who called me Keta. And I'm familiar with that name because it's my childhood nickname, but I was surprised, why is he calling by it? Okay, that's interesting. Why didn't you ask him, why is he calling you that? Remember that physically, if people are saying things to you, you need to ask them. Spiritually as well, when ancestors are saying things to us, we need to ask them why they are saying certain things. We should not leave it, right? We should ask people to explain themselves the same way as we ask the spirit to explain themselves in the dream state. Explain yourself. Why are you calling me by this name? It's funny, that one. It's funny because the amount of the gogos and mkulus out there, when ancestors are introducing new names to them and they're calling them, and they'll be like, who are you calling? And sometimes even when they're showing you that you've got a new name now, you are no longer what you used to be known as. Your new name is this, and you're out there in the dream state, and they're calling you, they're looking at you, and you like, who are these people calling? Because I, for one, have been called by my parents by this name. I'm called Aoba. So why are people calling me in the dream state by different name, Makosi something? And this is the name I don't know. Why are they looking at me and calling me this? Your ancestors have a way of telling you that that is who you are now. You are no longer what you used to be. And even after that, in the dream state, you know when they're telling you that something is not right, they will go revert to your old name, because they're saying that at this moment you are going back to that old self. So in the dream state, respect is given by the ancestors continuously calling you by the new name, because if they go back to your old name, that means it's not right, isn't it? It's not right. How can I be reborn? And then after that, you're calling me by my previously known as. What is gone wrong here? A child cannot grow and go back to its infancy when it's gone up to teenage years. Huh? Why is it going back to infancy? Ancestors, what have I done wrong here? Explain yourself. That's how we will do it, when we ask our ancestors to explain themselves. Anyway, we've been talking to each other for too long, isn't it? And we have been enjoying ourselves on this Sunday, Mandawe Spirit Day. And yes, and remember that Mandawe Spirits, if they show you the Njeti, please get the Njetis. They love the Njetis. Mandawe Spirits are that spirit that really, their things, they like it. They really love their things. They really love their things. It's like when you're talking to them and you're not dressed up with Mandawe cloth, it's like you're naked, spiritually naked, metaphorically naked, undressed. So you need to dress up for your part. You need to metaphorically dress up for your part. This Njeti cloth is the antennas that connects us to the spiritual bit of things, especially when Mandawe spirits are involved. Okay, so we need to wear them and wear them. And if they give you different colors, put them all there, put them there together. And as well, like what you've seen here, if you've got too many Njeti cloth, when you're guided by them, you feel it that you need that particular cloth, the color that your body, your spirit needs. You know, when you're working with others, you feel drawn to it. So you don't have to wear all the colors at the same time. You'll be drawn to one particular color. And that is just that. And yes, we have been enjoying ourselves in this spiritual church. This was a spiritual Mandawe church. When the Mandawe spirits are talking about church, is where their people can congregate and find each other and talk about things that are helpful. You know, we can help each other grow spiritually. Now, if I should not go there. Let's see what you guys are saying. To say same cool, I want your opinion. What does it mean when you dream of yourself and in that dream you are told that you are a king in your very comprehending? I was told a lot in that dream. Some I can't mention. Yes, true. So that means you are. That means you are. Don't doubt that bit. It's very important. If that is what it is, that is very big. It's very big. You should ask your people to link you up with the people who will help you if that is who you are, right? Meaning physically to link you with other people who will actually bring that bit of you out. I'm talking about the king, someone from the royals. It is a big role, right? Sometimes because of what we've gone through as people, that bit of ourselves, we take it lightly. A lot of our kings, a lot of our queens, that bit of themselves have been taken away because of things that have happened to our people. So when they're bringing that bit of yourself back, please treat yourself as such. If you're a king, Marcos, you are. So you just have to ask your people to connect you with people in real life who will bring that, because remember that spiritually they can do that. They can link you up with other people from other kingdoms to bring you that bit of yourself, to bring it out physically, like to acknowledge it so people can see you as you are. If you're coming from that lineage, it's very important. It's very important. Okay, can I ask, Mkulu, if you see lots of njeti and you have a few, like I have different ones, can I mix my njeti like the Mandawe ones, the red, white, animal ones? Yes, you can mix. You can mix if your spirit think you can. You can mix. I don't see why you can't, but remember that you'll be guided by your spirit as well. I've recently been shown a yellow and white with birds and flower prints. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful, hopeful. Sound beautiful. You can mix them, but sometimes they might need to operate separately, meaning that you wear it on its own because it's got a purpose. The reason why I'm saying that is like, imagine if you have a red njeti and you're supposed to go to do your work, and you red proper red njeti, and your job, you've been sent by Mandawe and the committee to go and do what the red njeti is supposed to do. So that means you will have to wear it. But sometimes with that, if it comes with blue, that means you will have to wear something inside it as protection, right? Inside it. So it depends on how they show you how you're supposed to mix them. You can mix them like that, as in the red on the outside, blue in the inside. Oh, half, red on top, the blue on underneath. But what is important is what they're showing you around it. That is very important. Okay, my computer charger is going low. Guys, I want to leave you, but then I know that if I leave you here, I'm gonna be, today is Sunday and there's nothing happening here. Everyone is busy with their things, and I'm gonna be like bored watching nonsense telly. Okay, what's happening here? I was answering hopeful, and Tuesday is very big. It's very big. What you're talking about is very big. It's very big. If I was you, I had your people, the elderly people in the family. I'll try to understand more about that bit of yourself, that bit, with your elderly people. Some of our people, they had to, especially the kings and queens, they had to hide that bit because of what was happening to them at a particular time in life. They had to actually even pretend as if they were not, like totally dismiss that bit, even change names so that bit no one can find and check them, right? Because of what they were experiencing at the time. So you find that now when they're coming to us, as in the ancestors are coming to us, then they're revealing information to us. They're taking us back there. You find that the physical living people, they don't have any knowledge at this particular moment. They don't have it. But talking to each other, when we are being given big information like this, talking to each other, like letting the elderly people within the family know, you find that someone might have had information a long time ago and not actually did anything about it. Now, with you coming with this information, they are being reminded as well about the information they got maybe even 20 or 30 years ago that they didn't take notice of, because of, you know how it is, like our people were not like too much the things that they've experienced, right? The things that they've experienced. So they didn't see power in being a king and queen at that particular time because of the history, right? But they might be reminded of something that they've had the information a long time ago, the elderly people within the family, right? That's what I'm talking about. So when you're giving them this small information, even if nothing happens to you at this particular moment, for the fact that you're bringing your family to that awareness of their lineage, that strong lineage, someone after you, if you are unable to bring that bit of yourself out, someone after you, your child, or maybe someone after your grandchildren, they will be able to take that information and bring it forward, because you would have been the reminder. So that big information, make sure that the family knows. It's very big, but because we get it as a dream, sometimes we dismiss, right? We dismiss, but it's very big. Royal blood is very important for us as the people, right? The royal blood. I'm not talking about just the royals as in because of the state of our spirits and stuff like that. I'm talking about royal blood. It's very important. That's what makes us who we are, right? Royal blood, that royalty comes with, it's the what they call it, the custodian of land as well. So please make sure that your family knows about it. We might actually even get our land back through you. Anyway, because your ancestors will start saying, go and get something from there. Right? Go and get something from there. You find that it's been privatized and being given to someone. Your people come with information that is there in that land, because remember, our people were very clever. They will hide things in a particular spot. So now when they're coming in, they are revealing themselves. They tend to say, we want something, is there, is there, we dug something, we put it there. You go and find that bit of yourself. Then you go and find it. You can claim land on the people's behalf as a king or queen. Anyway, I'm only here thinking she's making an example with me not knowing that is a tip off that I just got named and about to accept it officially. Okay. Oh, you've mentioned Makosia. I always refer myself as Makosia. Also, I don't know, but I just call myself Makosia now. It feels right. But most people say Togoza, and I don't like it. Yes, I'm the one who's appointed to gather all my family members from both paternal and maternal families. I know that now because of my second name, and my ancestors have granted me with soul power. That's beautiful. Yes, that is beautiful. Yes, it's beautiful. Do that. That is why I was talking about some people are coming in here. They are not here to be healers, but they train, they do things that healers do. So they might get confused that they're training in as healers when they're not training to be healers. It's just they're going through the initiation process like healers will do, because of some mistakes that sometimes even as healers we make. But the knowing people will know when they're receiving you, they'll know that they're receiving Makosi person and someone who is like seriously is a royal, and they have to acknowledge that person to bring that power back into the mind, so that when they're talking as well, they're talking like the kings and the queens are supposed to while they're initiating, right? Or while they're in our presence, right? Because it's deep rooted. So sometimes due to a lot of beatings, people cannot, even when you're saying, I see the kings and the queens, people don't don't believe it. in the mind. The mind doesn't take it, doesn't process it because of the beatings. When I'm talking about beatings, I'm talking about the things that as people we have gone through. So you just need that. That's why you find that as the people from the royals, they are sent to this kind of healers who know how to approach them and big them up in a way that when they come out of that place, they come out, they've been fertilized. They come out being built properly. Now, when we greeting you and we saying Togoza, me, I was greeting the Togoza, meaning that the Zulu ancestors. I was saying Togoza. But Makosi is deeper than the Zulu ancestors. Me, it was acknowledgement of the Zulus with you. So Makosi as well, it's deeper than that. Okay, that's just that. Okay, that is beautiful. That's what we want. We want people to feel it, to feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Hey, we need people to feel it. You know, it's a beautiful thing as a healer. It's a beautiful thing as a healer myself when I come across people from the royals. It's a beautiful thing. It is a big thing even for my ancestors and for my spirit to come across those people. You understand? It's very, very big. Physically, come on now. We are being what they call the celebrities. Remember that I'm now being light. I'm saying celebrities, people who are celebrated by the majority. But now I'm talking about when we are meeting the royals, even though we might start feeling like it, like I'm but you know deep down, you're feeling it. You're feeling it, right? It's a beautiful thing. We are feeling it. So we are proud that we've been, people have come on our path. What they call them, what they call them. I need that word that my ancestors use. Not Mapo. There's a name that is being used. I'll bring it out when it comes to me. Yes, when we come across those, yes, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And as I'm talking, I'm seeing a lot of cats. You know those the Makosi cats. Yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. Royalty. And imagine just talking about the royalties. As I'm watching there on the thing, I see royalty-free sounds and loops. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's on my thing. Because we are talking about the royals and it's there on my computer. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes, it's beautiful. So, yes, that's all. Guys, it looks like we've been talking. We are going now round and round in circles. So, anyway, we are thankful for the mndawu spirits for allowing us to communicate with each other and to meet each other as we needed to at this particular moment. And I guess we needed to feel that bit. We needed that, what they call it? We needed that mndawu thing. What they call it? The mndawu circle. Yes, to surround us so that we can grow stronger as people. And yes, and in Dawu, we will talk again. We'll do the thing. I'm gonna put this on the other side. This session, when I finish, I'll put them on privately on the things, and then you can, if you're there, you can watch them on the inner circle people things. And in Dawu,